Hi there, and welcome to the Fool's Journey 11 Creative Intuition. My name is MJ, and today I will be doing a pick a card reading on career, business, and creative projects. So if you are looking for inspiration in any of those areas, then I hope that you will find useful information in today's reading. Remember, this is a timeless read, so really whenever the message finds you and resonates with you, then it is your message at that time. And also, please keep in mind that I am not trying to predict the future here. What we are doing is looking into the current energies surrounding you and your situation so that you can make the best of them, okay? Now, without further ado, if you decided to go ahead with pile number 1, then this is what's in the cards for you, okay? Starting with the Oracle card, you have the card Build. So definitely the first thing that I'm getting from this card is an encouragement to go ahead and create, okay? Whether it's a business project, a creative project, okay? Whether it's about creating yourself in your business or in the workplace that you currently work in, okay? It may be about building your career. It may be about building your expertise or even your education in the field of your interest. But there's definitely an active energy coming from this card, and that encouragement aspect that I mentioned at the beginning. That this card, if you maybe have been doubting about your ideas, for example, your creative ideas, then that is definitely an encouragement to go ahead and pursue them. But it also tells you to take things in your own hands. So it means you are the creator. It has that magician vibe a little bit. That says you have, all the tools that you need to create whatever it is that you dream of, okay? We will see what the tarot cards have to say about this, but I really like this energy because, as I said, it really makes me feel with that encouragement, okay, that it's go ahead, create, it's in your hands, which, well, gives us the authority, and that power empowers us that this is something that is dependent on us. We don't have to wait, you don't have to wait for something to come to you. You are actually the one to create it, and it means that you have the skills or the tools that you need at this time to pursue this creative project, this building project, okay? So let's see what the tarot cards have to say about this, and we will start with reviewing how do you perceive your situation right now when it comes to your career, business, or creative projects. How do you feel about your own situation? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Empress. Absolutely goes with the Build card. The Empress is all about birthing, creating, and creating abundance. It doesn't have to be monetary abundance, but obviously it can be. But it can be about the abundance of ideas, abundance of tools and resources that you need. The Empress is the one that gives life. She not only creates, but she loves her creations. She nurtures them. This is the mother figure, right? So it's that motherly love towards whatever it is that we create. And that abundance aspect, as I said. So with the Build card, I said you have all the tools, you have the skills or the resources, and the Empress is confirming this. So it seems that you really feel good about what is it that you want to build or create. Okay, and it's just a confirmation, and again, that encouragement aspect. Yes, go ahead. Okay, but I really like that. It means that you feel empowered, and that you have many ideas, and that you realize the opportunities that surround you, and that you are also in love, like in a mother kind of way, in love with your creations. And again, remember what I said, it may be about building yourself. It doesn't have to be your own business. It can be about building your brand or your position in the place that you work in, okay? So let's go deeper and see what the tarot cards want you to know at this time. additionally when it comes to your career. Okay, the Tower, the second major arcana. So the tarot cards are telling you, liberate yourself. Okay, it may be about liberating yourself from the workplace that you currently work in. But don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to just, quit your job overnight, okay? But it's about letting go of the restrictions and actually being the one who initiates that change, because the Tower is about, don't resist the change, but actually be the one who initiates it. When the Tower collapses, we become free and we can move forward with whatever it is that previously was unattainable for us because we were locked inside of the Tower, okay? What the Tower also says is, even when the Tower collapses, it stands on very strong foundations, on a strong ground, okay? So even when your restrictions fall, you have that strong ground to build on, okay? So it's again that encouragement. You have all the tools, you have the resources, you have the environment, that solid foundation that you need to create this thing that is on your mind, okay? I really like where it's going. It's beautiful. It shows a person that is really empowered and really determined and motivated. And also, when the restrictions fall, there's a whole new world opening, right? With that abundance that the Empress brings as well. Okay, so let's close this up with an additional advice from the tarot cards. What the tarot cards want you to know additionally when it comes to your current situation. Okay, that is too much. Please show us any additional advice for the current situation. Thank you. The Ace of Cups. Okay, it doesn't get any better. You have two major arcanas and then you have the Ace of Cups. A new beginning with the Ace. A beginning that is an overflow of happiness. Again, overflow of abundance. In this particular case with the Cups energy, this is the abundance and overflow of emotional happiness and satisfaction. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Coins for me are the two aces that make me think of a miracle, okay? So it's like you really have that divine support in whatever project you are pursuing currently, whether it's your own business, whether it's, again, your current career, in whatever place that you work in, whether it's your creative project, whether it's your side gig, so something that you pursue outside of your current job, okay? But there's a new beginning that ahead of you that you just have to reach for, and it has that miraculous aspect in it. It's like you worked hard towards it and now you are being somehow rewarded for it, so it's available to you. It's being given to you, right? On this divine hand. Something that will really be, or something that will give you, will bring you that overflow of emotional happiness and satisfaction. But also, remember that with the Ace of Cups, this source of this happiness, it's like the fountain of happiness, is limitless. So once you access it, the abundance of that happiness is absolutely limitless. The abundance that I mentioned with the Empress, abundance can be monetary, but it can be the abundance of good feelings, abundance of creative ideas, okay? And then with the Tower, I said, when the Tower collapses, then only then we can see all those opportunities that previously were invisible to us because we were hidden behind the walls of the Tower. Okay, so definitely you are encouraged to whatever it is that you are thinking about. Definitely you are encouraged to go ahead and pursue that. You have all the skills that you need, you have tools that you need, and you have those solid foundations that you have created for yourself with the Empress. And the divine, or the universe, is supporting you. It's like your hard work is being rewarded with additional support from the universe. So it's absolutely at the reach of your hand. Just go ahead and pursue whatever it is that you dream of, okay? I really like that, and I will leave it there. So I hope that you enjoyed, and we will now move to pile number 2. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, then this is what's in the cards. For you, starting with the Oracle card, you have the card of magic. So again, it makes me think of the Magician card from the Tarot that says you are the creator of your life, you are the creator of your career, of your business, of your creative projects. You have all the tools that you need to create them. You may not be fully, aware or experienced in using them, but it's encouraging you to not be afraid to experiment and try. Okay? Sometimes we may fail in our trials, but we learn through them. So that would be an encouragement to not be afraid, okay? And sometimes we try to wait, with initiating something because we think, I'm not ready yet, I don't know enough yet, I'm not educated enough yet. While this card to me says, no, go ahead right now and just start to learn on the job, okay? As you go, gather your experiences. They will enrich you and they will help you grow. Now with the magic, the other aspect is that it's definitely making me think about something unusual, something unexpected, and something perhaps miraculous, okay? So there may be some unexpected events. It may be a person that shows up in your life that turns out to bring that, offer or opportunity that you are looking for. So again, it tells me that you should be open to unusual, okay? To things that may seem too good to be true, perhaps. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. And we will start with looking at how do you perceive your current situation when it comes to, okay, that is a little too much. When it comes to your career, business, creative projects, how do you perceive, how do you feel about your current situation? Okay, we got 2 cards, I'm gonna go with them. So we have the Ace of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, that's a new beginning that is full of emotional satisfaction and happiness. And it is a kind of magic. It showed up in pile number 1 as well. And as I said there, Ace of Cups, similarly to Ace of Coins, for me, these are my 2 miracle cards in the tarot deck. And that's the emotional abundance, overflow of happiness and emotional satisfaction, okay? Now, the 5 of Cups is a complete opposite of this, because the 5 of Cups is a card of lack, missing something. It may be a card of grief, but in this particular situation, I think it's more of a card of feeling the lack of that emotional satisfaction, okay? So what it tells me is that you really want something new, something fresh that will, boost up that emotional happiness and satisfaction in you with the Ace of Cups. You really dream about it, you really want that, and it feels to me with the 5 of Cups, you feel dissatisfied with your current situation when it comes to your career, business, or creative projects, okay? And you're dreaming of that something new. And with the magic card, I feel that you may be dreaming of like a miracle that will just take you out of this situation of lack or unhappiness, dissatisfaction, and will just miraculously appear to take you to that new beginning, okay? That's what I think is the situation when it comes to your feelings and how you perceive your current situation. It makes me think of that dreamy state that you really want to move forward, but it seems that you're more looking for a miracle to happen rather than you doing something to move towards a new beginning, okay? So what do the tarot cards want you to know? What is it that they need to know about their current situation? Okay, something, I think a card flipped over. Maybe not, but I thought, okay. It seems it tried, but it came back, so what is it that they need to know? Okay, there's a lot that you need to know, but I want to go with this card for some reason. The Lover's card, the Major Arcana. You know, the Lover's card is, it obviously can be about a destined connection, like a twin flame or soulmates connection, but the Lover's card is also a card of making choices, okay? When we look at the archetype meaning of this card is when we grow up and we, you know, leave our home, our nest, and we create our own family, right? It does make me feel that it tells you to somehow mature and grow up to the point where you make your conscious decisions and you leave your safe spot, like this family nest, in order to create your own one. Funny that I'm saying this, and I looked at the Five of Cups card, and this person is sitting in the bird's nest. So it's like it tells you it's time to leave the safe nest, because this nest is no longer bringing you any satisfaction. It's time for you to spread your wings and fly to create your own nest, okay? So with the Lover's card, it's time for you to make that decision, not to wait to be given what is it that you dream of, but you have to put your conscious effort and, you know, put your feet into the door and step by step move towards this new beginning that you are dreaming of, okay? You know, it may be that you feel safe and secure in your current workplace, but it's just not satisfying you, but you may be afraid of leaving it because you may be afraid of, you know, what's out there in the darkness. Am I ready to fly on my own? Or maybe, you know, maybe this job is not really satisfying me, but at least it's a known place. Okay, so definitely with the Lover's card, you are being encouraged. It's the time to leave the safe nest. Okay. And let's close it out with any additional advice that the tarot cards want to give you. Is there any additional advice, please? Yes, there is. You got two cards. You have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. So definitely Wands energy is all about fire, passion, desires that we pursue, okay? It's about our ambitions as well. The Nine of Wands is, you know, it's a card of the last push. It's like, it may be saying that you are really close towards achieving something. That's the primary meaning for me. It's like it says don't give up now because you're really close. Now with the Three of Wands, this is the card of growth through adventure. So there may be unknown ahead, but when we perceive unknown as adventure, we tend to be more enthusiastic about it rather than when we look at the unknown as full of, you know, darkness and monsters, okay? The card that is before, the Two of Wands, is about making that choice. It's about making a decision, just like the Lover's card. And once we make the choice and we choose the direction, the Three of Wands is us already seeing the first results, first positive results of that choice that we made. So with the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands, I really think you are encouraged to go ahead and pursue that new direction that you may be thinking about, but you may be afraid of it, and perceive it as an adventure, perceive it as something that will help you grow through that adventure, that will boost you up, whether it's in your current workplace, whether it's about your business or your creative projects, okay? With the Nine of Wands, it says don't give up. It may not be about this last push if you have not even started yet, but it definitely tells you not to give up, not to give up on your adventure, okay? Don't allow yourself to be stuck in the place that is no longer serving you and is not satisfying you, but in fact, create your own adventure and embark on it, okay? Don't give up on your dreams. That's what it says. Don't give up on your desires, on your ambitions. Don't let them die in stagnation, but pursue them. And with the Magic card, I really think that you shouldn't be afraid, because I think you are supported. The Magic card is also telling me that there's this vibe of universe supporting you, but it will be only supporting you, you know, in alignment with your own effort. So you need to invest from your side so that the universe can support you, okay? If you only sit there and wait to be given that new beginning, that miracle that you're looking for, then it most probably won't happen. You need to put your effort first so that the universe can double or triple on your efforts, okay? But it's a really awesome message, a message of encouragement. Don't give up on your dreams, pursue your adventure, okay? Just go ahead and have fun, and that's where you will find that emotional satisfaction that you are looking for, okay? I hope that you enjoyed, and now we will move to pile number 3. So if you chose pile number 3, then this is what's in the cards for you. We're starting with the Oracle card, Courage. So again, it seems that all cards and all messages today are messages of encouragement. And in this particular pile, it's about, you know, empowering you to be courageous to pursue your dreams, whether it's in your business, in your own business, whether it's in your current workplace or in your career, whether it's about pursuing, you know, a new job offer that you may have been given or you are considering, but you have doubts toward it. It may be about pursuing your creative project, but definitely this card is telling you be courageous about it, okay? Don't doubt yourself, but on the contrary, strongly believe in your skills, in your talents, in your abilities, in your resources, okay? Be courageous, not be afraid, because fear is something that holds us back from pursuing our dreams, our ambitions, our desires. So this card says be courageous, okay? Maybe you are being given or offered a promotion. Maybe you are doubting yourself if you're good enough, if you can manage it. Then this card is telling you, yes, be courageous about it. Okay? So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. And we will start with looking at how you perceive your current situation when it comes to your career, business, or creative projects. How do you perceive, how do you feel about your current situation? Can we get a card to see how do they feel about their current situation? How do they perceive? Okay, it seems that you feel quite good. You have the 10 of coins. So not even quite, but very good. Okay, primarily because it's the card of coins, it makes me think that you feel financially well established, okay? And secure. not only financially, but also when it comes to your position. Okay, you may be working in a company that is well established, and for this reason you feel well secured in your workplace, right? You may also feel good about, you know, as I said, your earnings, because they help you secure your family life as well. With the Ten of Coins, which in more traditional card depicts a family, right? A couple with kids, and they have that security on all levels. But it doesn't have to be related to your family life, but definitely it makes me think that you feel good about your financial situation, as well as your overall position when it comes to your work, your business, or your creative projects that you have been pursuing. It seems that you feel successful, and that you feel well, ambitious, determined, but you feel good about pursuing this. So I think you are courageous, okay? But for some of you out there, it may be that there's something else that you want to pursue, and then you may have doubts about leaving your current situation that is very stable and secure, and pursue something else, because you may have fear of losing that stability, okay? So let's dig a little deeper. But you feel good overall. You do feel good, ambitious, determined, full of ideas, okay, happy about your current situation. But if you're looking at this reading, there's definitely something that you're looking to change, okay? So let's see. I didn't even manage to finish the question I was going to say. What the tarot cards have additionally to say, what they want you to know. And we have another 10, but this time we have the 10 of Swords, which is a complete opposite, okay? While the Ten of Coins is a card of that success and stability, including material security, the Ten of Swords is a kind of a painful ending. But as with every 10 is the number of endings and new beginnings, okay? And the Swords energy is all about us thinking, overthinking. Swords as our thoughts, okay? So I think that what is happening is that you may really be in that stable and secure situation, but for some reason you're really overthinking something, and it's very stressful, okay? You may be afraid of losing this. Maybe you are facing a job loss. Maybe that security that you have is for some reason at a threat of being lost, or maybe it already happened. Because I think it's still part of how you perceive your situation. It's like, on one hand, there is that security, but there is fear of that painful ending, okay? So I do think that you may want to pursue something, maybe your own business, and you're just afraid, as I said previously, of losing this stability and the fear of failure, okay? That a fear of risking what you have and losing it. But you know, the Oracle card is telling you to be courageous about it. So I think that the idea that you have is actually, it does have a huge potential to be very successful, okay? You know, something needs to end so that the new can come, and you have 2 10s, so those endings and new beginnings vibe is definitely surrounding your reading and your energy. Okay, let's see what is the additional information from the tarot cards about this situation. What is it that they should know? Can you please show us what is it that they should know additionally about their current situation when it comes to career, business, creative projects. Thank you. The Eight of Wands. That is primarily a card of, well, to me, primarily this is an undisturbed communication. Okay, and very intense communication as well. I will go ahead and clarify this with an additional card, but you may be communicating with someone, okay, perhaps about those ideas that you have, or it's encouraging you to communicate. There may be someone that can be of a good advice if you just reached out. It may also be a very intense communication with yourself. Even though it's the Wands energy, it's not the swords that are primarily about our thought processes. I think it may be an encouragement to really intensively listen to yourself, because the Wands energy is about our desires, passions, our dreams, our being on fire, our enthusiasm towards life and the projects that we pursue. And it also says, I said it's an undisturbed communication. It makes me think about this aspect of undisturbed. Let's clarify, but I think it may also be an encouragement for you to pursue your dreams because there are no obstacles on your way, okay? So if you put your desires, those energies, your ambitions, you put them into motion, they will go fast and smooth, and there's no obstacles on their way. So it will be different aspects for everyone. For some of you out there, it may be about really communicating with someone. You may have a very intensive exchange with someone, but it can also be a card of encouragement that if you just put that fire that you have within you in motion, it's gonna go undisturbed. Okay, that's a lot, but see, the card that flipped over is the Page of Wands again. And the Page of Wands is that, new idea that comes to us, or that spark of that new fire. Can be a creative spark, an ambitious spark within us, okay, that is fresh and new, but it makes you feel, like young at heart. It gives you that youthful enthusiasm as soon as it pops out in your head. That's what I'm thinking. It's like you really want to pursue this something. You may be afraid of losing what you have, but there's a huge fire in you that wants to be freed. So that's exactly what the tarot cards are saying. Once you put that in motion, stop holding on to it, but put it in motion. It will go undisturbed, okay, towards success. And you feel very enthusiastic about it. You feel empowered, but at the same time, you may be a little afraid. The page makes me think of a young person, someone unexperienced. It can be someone young at heart. It doesn't have to be age specific, but someone who may feel unexperienced in a certain area, okay? But you are being told to be courageous. So courageously put your desires into motion, and they will just go undisturbed. One last card, if we can, to close this out. Is there any additional word of advice? Is there any additional word of advice, please? Three of Swords. Very specific card when it comes to advice, okay? Because that's about a painful experience. Doesn't have to be love related, right? But I think, you know, again with the swords, it's about primarily about our thinking. So stop hurting yourself with your thinking that you are not good enough, that you cannot pursue your dreams, that you know that you will just fail. This is again overthinking, very painful overthinking with the Ten of Swords, and in the advice card you have the Three of Swords. It's like, to me it says stop, okay? Stop hurting yourself. Instead, free your heart. Just free your heart from that overthinking and pursue your heart's desires. That's what it tells me. The King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You are the master of your thoughts. You are the master of your thinking processes. You are skilled to think logically, to assess your situation in a logical way. So instead of overthinking and allowing fear to take over you, think logically and strategically, okay? And make choices based on your logic, but at the same time, listen to your heart's desires and pursue your dreams with courage, okay? I will leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed and I hope that it was useful. If it was, I would be honored if you hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, as always, please take care of yourself. Bye.